Hello, everybody. Nick DeTiro, Professor of Information Technologies and Computer Science, Lakeland Community College. All right, you're probably hearing the news a lot recently. You're going to hear more of this, regardless of when this video was made. You're going to hear more and more of this about these AI deepfake scams where they're simulating individuals, they're simulating individuals' voices. You may hear about robocalls now with these deep fake voices where it sounds exactly like a politician. Came across something very interesting as I was looking at Facebook. And I wanted to bring it to your attention and not just say, look at this, avoid these, but if you're interested in cybersecurity, if you're interested in ITCS, if you're interested in anything along those lines of protecting yourself, protecting others, you have to look deeper into what these things are doing. What is the scam really trying to accomplish? What tools are they using? These were two very interesting videos. I found one on one day and I did a little search and I found the first one that came out literally a couple months ago. So for a little bit of time frame, the first one we're going to look at came out the end of 2023. The second one we're going to look at came out March 2024, so about a 3-4 month time frame. Now, keep in mind, there's a lot of things going on in here. I'm going to run it at normal speed, not going to say anything, and then we're going to discuss it. So let's hold on.
Hey there, this is Ted Nugent, and I've got some thrilling news that's going to ignite your adventurous soul. I'm teaming up with Raven Crossbows to give away some of their elite Raven R26X hunting crossbows. These beauties are the apex of hunting gear, worth a whopping $2,000, and they could be yours. All you need to do is cover a small shipping fee. That's it. The Raven R26X is a marvel of precision and power, perfect for hunting enthusiasts. But you gotta act fast. These crossbows are flying off the shelves quicker than a bolt from its string. So if you're feeling the call of the wild, don't just sit there. Click on the ad, claim yours. I'm Ted Nugent, and I can't wait to see you out there, living the dream with your new Raven R26X. Stay wild and aim true, my friends.
Okay, a lot going on in that little video. It's supposedly Ted Nugent. Yes, it is. It's his voice. I don't think so. The first time you watch it, it looks very clean, but as you keep watching it over and over, the soundtrack doesn't, especially the verbal, doesn't match his lips. So it's very poorly done in that regard. But there's other things, other deep things involved here. For example, if you don't know who Ted Nugent is, he's a famous rock and roller, but he's also a famous outdoors person. He goes hunting, he goes hiking, he's big into the whole environment and protecting the environment and things like that. And if you're familiar with hunting, you know who Ted Nugent is. If you're familiar with bow hunting, you're familiar with the bow that they are selling or they're giving away. You will also notice that the video quality on this is exceptional. Now, a lot of things are going on here. They probably, whoever came out with this, found these videos on the internet. Those look like production quality videos that the manufacturer put out. You can go to YouTube and download those. You can probably go to YouTube and find, hours and hours and hours of Ted Nugent talking. He loves talking about the environment and hunting and his outdoors passions and stuff like that. Then they began to clip things together. They also did some other things that are very interesting. They knew the lips didn't sync with the sound. So what did they do? They put like a closed caption, right? Now, most of us, our eyes will gravitate to those closed captions. That's how we operate. That's our human brain coming into play. So they put together this really, really interesting video, very quick, little background music. It sounds like Ted Nugent. That's him. It has high quality imagery, a whole bunch of things. But obviously, it's a con. Nobody's going to give away a $2,000 crossbow for the price of $9.95 in shipping. Now, that's interesting. Now, think about that. $2,000 crossbow, but they're going to charge you $9.95 for shipping. The con is they're going after your credit card. Right? That's what they're trying to do. They figure if they get a couple people, production cost isn't that high. If they get a couple people, remember a lot of these cons are numbers games. They get a couple people they get their credit card, we're talking thousands of dollars right off the bat. The social engineering involved with all of this is one is likeness. We like Ted Nugent, or people who like hunting like and trust Ted Nugent. If you to follow or read of any of his stuff, he's a big environmentalist. He's strong on saving the environment. He's protecting animals, even though he's a hunter. It's a long, complicated story, but people understand him. The crossbow, that's a well-known brand, right? That's what. So people know Ted Nugent. They know the well-known brand. So there's a likeness there. And then finally, we get into scarcity or urgency only today, right? We made a mistake. Oops, we can't sell them. Sorry. We can't sell them for their full price. We can't sell them at all. We have to give them away, but only within the next hour, the next 24 hours by the end of today. And you're seeing more and more of these videos, more and more of these scams. Now, this was a Facebook scam, hitting Facebook and stuff like that. So pay attention to these. And what are the things that we can obviously do to, thwart these? If it's too good to be true, nobody's giving away $3,000 for $9.95. Too good to be true, it's not true. A direct credit card, we all use credit cards, but think about how Amazon works, how eBay works, how some of the big players work. A lot of them aren't going to credit cards. They may use PayPal or something like that. Slow down. Just take a moment or educate your users, educate people you're involved with. Slow down. If it's too good to be true, it's probably not true. Let's watch one more video. Now, that first video was December. Now let's take a look at March. And I suspect it worked. I suspect they got some credit cards, but I also suspect they didn't get the numbers that they wanted to get. So they came out with another video that's a little bit better. They tend to sync up the lips to the voice. And again, it's going to play to all those things. So let's take a look at it.
Hey everyone, this is Ted Nugent. Due to a lawsuit over misleading advertising prices, we can't sell 3,000 10-point nitro 505.
Now, I've seen this and I've watched this many times. It doesn't necessarily say Ted Nugent. He's the Ted Nugent. I've heard it say Ted Newton and Ted Gung and sometimes Ted Gunt, but it's not that clear, right? So a little bit better, but not where it could be. Now they're doing different crossbow manufacturer. Now they're doing 10-bolt versus Raven and stuff like that. Again, well-known brand. Again, they went out, probably went to eBay, got official videos from the organization. Very well done, very cropped. It's a nice production value. I hate to tell you this, everything you're seeing here can probably be done in somebody's basement. This is probably a low investment scam, and then getting it on Facebook and all the other stuff.
5 crossbows, so I'm giving them away for free to my loyal fans. If you're seeing this ad, you can get a free 10-point Nitro 505 crossbow today. Just a heads up, there are a few rules. You must live in the United States, and only one free crossbow is allowed per household. All you have to do is click the button below and answer a few questions. This offer is only available until the end of today, so don't hesitate. Supplies are running out, so grab yours while you can. Thank you all for your support, and I hope you love your 10-point Nitro 505 crossbow.
All right. This one kind of amped it up a little bit. Improved the lip quality, the AI voice quality. But they also played another social engineering, another little ploy. If you want this, you have to follow the rules. There's something special in our brain when we hear you have to follow the rules. So it's not just for everybody. Obviously it's on my Facebook account, but now I have to follow the rules, and he's very careful with the rules. You have to be a U.S. citizen. Wow, that's probably, the weapons can't cross borders. That makes sense. Listen, you couldn't have won in the last 30 days. Well, we all are aware of those particular rules. We see those all the time. You can't win twice in a given month, and you have to be willing to pay $9.95 for shipping. Well, that's for a $3,000 crossbow. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. And then again, we get into this urgency. got to get it done today. We get into the likeness. We like Ted Nugent. We trust him. We trust his outdoor skills, and we know he what do you call it? He advertises. So obviously this must be legitimate. So let me wrap things up. Interesting videos. We can, hindsight being 2020, we can look at them and say they're a scam, they're a con, they're kind of getting into that deep fake arena. But as these things get more and more improved, as deep fake gets better and better and better, we have to be cautious. Now, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. But on the other hand, what if they changed it a little bit? What if they said it was 50% off? So instead of $3,000, we're willing to sell for $1,500. Now maybe my brain can that's not a bad deal. A lot of times the equipment might go on sale at certain times of the year, so that might be believable. So these scams, these deep fakes are just going to get more and more sophisticated. So what do? We step back. Too good to be true, probably not true. If there's a urgency involved, think about it, slow down. If it was so spectacular, to say, okay, take your time, do the research, and then take your time and do the research. So that being said, let's go and learn something.